In San Antonio, Texas, the glossy YouTube videos show you the Riverwalk, the sunset, the margaritas at Mi Tierra, and a 3,000 square foot house under $400,000. $400,000. They don't show you the property tax bill at all. Heaven forbid they do that. They don't show you the HOA letter that's threatening a lien over a trash can you placed in the front yard. And they definitely don't show you what 1604 Commute actually looks like. At 7:45 on Tuesday morning, I've sold homes across San Antonio, across Helotes, Bernie, Fair Oaks, Ranch, New Braunfels, and I'm gonna tell you the truth about living here in San Antonio that most agents won't say out loud at all. The property taxes over here. This is the silent budget killer. Let's start with the one that shocks every single person, everybody out there that's looking into moving to San Antonio. San Antonio property taxes sit around 2.2% or 2.5%. That's the effective rate. On a $350,000 home, you're paying $7,000 a month, $700 a month just from property taxes on top of your mortgage. That was a little bit scary though. A lot of buyers come in from states like California, Colorado, looking at our list price and think they found a deal of a lifetime. They run the mortgage calculator, they get excited, and then the first tax bill hits. Here's what other agents won't say out loud or won't say at all. Texas has no state income tax. That's the pitch, right? No income tax comes to Texas. What they leave out at the money's gonna come from somewhere out there. And Texas, it comes from your property tax. The math is simple. Bexar County, a city tax, school tax, hospitality tax, hospital tax, community college, and separate line items. They stack up. Here's where it gets real for you. Your mortgage payment can change every single year because your property tax escrow adjusts. The house you bought thinking about cost $2,000 a month. Now it's $2,400 by year 3, and nobody warned you about that at all. The HOA trap nobody talks about at all. San Antonio loves its HOAs, master plan communities, gated neighborhoods. It's practical by default. Here's the thing though, HOA in Texas have teeth. They can foreclose on your home. Foreclose on your home. Not for a missing mortgage payment, for unpaid HOA dues. Few $100s behind, they can take your home. Texas is one of the few states where this is perfectly legal. Think about that. And it's not just the dues, the rules, the color you paint your front door, whether you can park your truck in your driveway, what kind of grass you're required to have, especially during water restriction, does not matter at all. Some of those HOA charges $200, $300, $400 a month. That's another line item on top of your mortgage payment and your property taxes. And now at 3 payments before you even brought the groceries. Don't forget the milk. Budget tips. Before you put an offer on any home here in San Antonio HOAs, get a copy of the covenants, read the reserve studies, and ask us about special assessments. Because reasonable $200 monthly fee, it can become $400 overnight if the board votes for it for a new roof on a clubhouse. What you save on the purchase price, you can lose on the HOAs. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The commute nobody warns you about. 1604, you're moving here, memorize that number because you're just gonna spend half your life on it. People move to Helotes, they move to Fair Oaks, they move to Bernie because they want space. Bigger lots, better school, quiet streets. What they don't calculate is the commute. It's painful. That drive from Helotes to downtown San Antonio in 8 in the morning, 50 minutes, heaven forbid more. On a good day, accident on 1604 at 30 more minutes. Rain, no one knows how to drive here. And here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. 1604 is always under construction. It's been under construction since I moved over here in 95. The lanes expand, more people move in, and within 6 months, it's congested again, more traffic. That's San Antonio tax growth. growth tax, mind you. Now, if you work from home, skip this section. You're fine. But if you're commuting to the medical center, downtown, or anywhere near Lackland, factor in 45 minutes each way into your day. That's 7.5 hours a week in a car. That's a part-time job you didn't even get paid for. What happened? So now where do people stay anyways? So I just spent a lot of minutes telling you why living in San Antonio might be a terrible idea. So why do people keep moving here to San Antonio? Because when it's good, it's real good. San Antonio has 300 years of history. The Alamo, the Missions, Fiesta. This city has a soul you didn't find in a lot of places. The food is incredible and doesn't cost a fortune. The people are genuinely friendly, not network event friendly. And here's what matters most to you and your family I work with. You can still buy a real house with a good backyard and a good school district for a price that doesn't require 2 doctor salaries. Try doing that in Austin. Try doing that in Dallas. The property tax are real. The HOAs are real. The taxes is real. But for a lot of people, especially families relocated and moving from higher cost states, the math still works for them. The key is knowing what you're walking into before you sign. Because the glossy YouTube video tours you see, they're selling you a dream. I'm selling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Here's my honest take about San Antonio. San Antonio is a great place to live. If you come in with your eyes wide open, you're perfectly fine. Know what your property tax will actually be, not what the list price says, not what the mortgage calculator estimates, what the actual tax assessor says. Read the HOA covenants before you make an offer, not after at all, not when you violate a violation letter show-ups. Before, and drive the commute at rush hour before you decide on a neighborhood, not on Saturday afternoon where there's no traffic at all. Try Tuesday at 7:45 a.m. That's your real traffic test. Small fixes can make a big difference. 5 minutes of research on the Texas Assessor website, 15 minutes with the HOA docs that are boring, 1 rush hour test drive. That's the real difference between loving San Antonio and regretting moving here. If you're thinking about moving to San Antonio, Helotes, Bernie, Fair Oaks Ranch, or New Brownsville, let's say Crasterville, let's talk, not the glossy tour video, the honest truth. Text strategy or DM me. I'll walk you through exactly what to expect down to the dollar. Are you ready to make a move? Send me a DM.